Salaman, Salaman. We are starting with the lecture 102. The title of this lecture, Musa's Star, Asa, turning into Python, snake, and the Quranic Perspective. So, this is also biblical gift and our Islamic translators on the Islamic priesthood. So, this is all ignorance. So, we'll make the analysis based on the Quranic verses. How a stick or stalk can change into form of a snake or python. Where they are taking over new generation, what is the respect of the Quran? But they will do it because it is the Islamic centers, they are all dollar store, luxurious business. They are getting the funds, the car, Putrana, and all their followers. They are herd of sheep. They are common people. They don't know what they are doing. So let me start. The story of Moses' staff or stick turning into a serpent or pythons is found in the Bible, Exodus, these are the reference. And in the classical and contemporary wrong translation of the Quran, same thing they mention over here. Same thing. Quranic verses we will discuss today 20, 17, 24, 7106 117. They support the biblical stories. They're all our Islamic the scholars or religious scholars. They are like-minded with the biblical stories. So they are supporting all the translators. There are thousands of volumes of the translators, translation of the Quran. And it's all based on this biblical or heresy or sunnah, you know it. So the story in the Bible, God commands Moses to throw down his staff and it turns into a serpent. When Pharaoh's magicians perform a similar trick using their magic, Moses' serpent swallows their providing God's powerful oversources. Exodus 4, 2, 4, and 7, 8. So this is a big deal. Now, the misinterpretation of the Quranic translation, the dishonest and ignorant translator, they are ignorant. I'm using the word ignorant, not ignorancy. They don't want to change. Of the Quran twisted the exposition of verses 20, 17, 24 to promote the biblical myth of the miracle of God. Their interpretation runs as follows. When the religion have no answer of any fact or argument, then they bring the miracle over there. Then they bring the heaven over there. Then they bring the hell over there. Then they bring the God knows better. Allah knows better. Why you are interfering Allah or God's, this message? So then they use this. You don't know anything. And this, from the centuries, the people are praying, or this translation is coming. Why you are doing that? Well, I'm bringing, I brought the evidences. If you have any courage, send me. If you have any correct translation, send me. I will correct myself. And this is Allah commanded Moses to throw down his staff, and it turned into a serpent moving swiftly. They Saban Mubin did how dishonestly they turned this beautiful narration or metaphorical narration into serpent. Just to sport them. When Pharaoh's magicians cast their ropes and staffs, making them appear as if they were moving due to magic, Musa's staff truly turned into a serpent and devils their ally. This is in all this literature of the Islamic literature, and as well as in the all the translation of the Quran. This is written. What you will give your coming generation. And they're so shameful, they never think about that. Okay, let me change, let me make international, this committee or the research center, let we should take this garbage out from all the translation. However, you will see the translation I have made is a challenge. And I'm not saying it's a final, it's my try. One person says, one man show. No one know. Help me. I went so many people to help me, because they're scared that their belief will get weakened. This proves that Moses' miracle is a divine. This is everything is divine. While the magician only used deception. Look, what is the dishonesty? Highest form of dishonesty. Both religions tried to prove, Christian or biblical, and Islam, that this was a great miracle of Moses given by God. It was portrayed as something that broke the boundaries of what is considered normal, serving as a brilliant evidence that none but Allah could perform such an act. This is their main, you know, weapon. They use Allah. Allah could perform anything. And in their mouth there is no Allah. In the Khana Kaaba there is no Allah. In Mecca there is no Allah. I don't know where there is Allah. It was also claimed to be proof that no one from mankind could replicate it except the Prophet sent by Allah. This is the education they are giving to our coming generation. And that is the reason our new generation, they have left the Islam. Just, in America, Europe, or Canada, it is because of the parents. They know it. Then they become hypocrite because they cannot ask the question. So let us open this discussion with the verse 79 to 7. Izab ila Faraona inna tuwa. So this mission started. We ordered Musa move on to the tyrannical dynastical framework of Firaun, ila Firaun. Now you see in Saudi Arabia, all their team, it's a dynastical, it's a dynasty, and strengthened by their leadership. Nobody dared to speak in front of them. Indeed, he has caused chaos and disorder by suppressing the economy of his weak community. Same thing happening in all 57 and as well as other countries. Their control in the economy, that is the main weapon to make people slave because the basic necessity of life you have to get it for your children. So this was the reason he has control. Why Quranic Federation, the boss of the Quranic Federation sent Musa to them. This was the problem. Who, who will send now Moses to Saudi Arabia or UAE or in Pakistan and all other countries of the world? Because the people are dead. And you have the authority of the Quran full of reasoning. And what is that? It is your authority and the reasoning behind your prosperity, the Quranic instruction for your mission against war. وَمَا تِلْكَ بِيَمِينِكَ. It does not mean what is in your hand. No. بِيَمِينِكَ. Instruction, strong argument. Moses responded that the Quranic panel of codes is my start. He said, okay, yes, boss, this is my power. And surely Quran arguments the source of power are, are forced to support me in the journey of my mission against the crocodile dynasty of the Europe. He said, okay, no problem, I'll go. He said, look the translation now. Why am I criticizing? He said, it is my rod. On it I learned lean with it and I beat down odor of my frogs and in it I find other uses. Look what they are doing. He said it is the Quranic panel of codes is my staff. You know the staff in the olden days, what a beautiful word Quran has used. So the old people or any person who is weak, so when they walk, they take the stick or rod for their sport in walking. Staff, force, or party. Asa mean also party. And party, political party, is the member of the political party. They are the supporter of their party. To support me during the journey of this revolutionary mission. Kala hayya asayya. So I have used the three words staff, force, or party to support me during the journey of this revolution mission. Hayya. And I shall safeguard it and protect myself from its opposition. Va'attaku ali hayya. I will not go against this constitution. Now 57 countries, they are against this constitution. They don't want to establish a single Quranic center because they know our luxurious business will finish and drive my affairs agreeable with it. It does not mean that I will order my flocks or sheep, no, and drive my affairs agreeable with it. According to the Quran, I will move this revolution or mission without any difficulty. Allah Aghanam. It does not mean Aghanam mean that your sheep, human being, how you can make them herd of sheep? We are human beings. Look their translation. Karma means without any difficulty. And for me, in it, Waliya Fiha in the Quran, the instruction we are given is the ability to accomplish my mission with intelligence and craftsmanship. Maraba. What Muslim personality? The answer, the response that Lord Father, I will use my mission with intelligence and craftsmanship. And we are praying, reciting of Quranic verses, even we don't know the meaning of single word. How pathetic this nation. What is the personality of Musa? As well as other achievement with power and intelligence. Ukhra. Whatever the instruction you have given me, and the resting, if there is any problem, anything left, I will do that. What a wonderful answer. The lawgiver said, be ready for this conflict or encounter. He said, no, people are afraid from Europe. Can any person talk against this royal family in Saudi Arabia? No. Throw it a Musa. He said, be ready to face the encounter, clash, or face-to-face meeting of Musa. Al-Kahar. The word in Urdu mulakat from here. And they said, throw it, O Moses. What throw? They are making the story now. وَأَلْقَهَا فَإِذَا هِيَ حَيَّةٌ تَسْعَى. Look, first they make the translation, throw it, O Moses. Then he threw it, and behold, it was a snake, active in emotion. What you are giving your nation? You see all these lectures, they are the owner of the Islamic Center in America, in England, and all over the country. What they are giving the they know it is wrong, but their business will finish. And then, so he presented it in a face-to-face meeting. He didn't throw snake or rod over there or conflict. Walkaha. Then he realized that it is a life-giving freedom and security providing a revolutionary mission characterized by lightness in activity and fast-moving operation. It's very good. And they are making the machine that the snake. No. Behold, it was a snake active in emotion. And where Quran is saying, he realized Moses that what I'm doing is a very good program. It is a life-giving program. Freedom and security providing a revolutionary mission characterized by lightness in the activities and a fast-moving operation. Hayya hayyatun tas'a. And then and we deliver message to Moses to present it in a forcible way. We communicated. It is not Jibril came over there, they are a divine revolution, nothing like that. وأوحينا إلى موسى أن ألقى عصاك فإذا هي تلقف ما يفكون. Look what that one. We put into Moses' mind by inspiration, not direct talk, inspiration. Throw now the rod. and behold, it swallows up straight away all falsehood which they make. And another translation, so that python or snake, he swallowed all small snakes of the Pharaoh peoples. And we communicated to Musa. Oh, very nice, Musa. To counter arguments in a forceful way. An alaka asaka, the Quranic argument, asa, your sword, your rod, reasoning. So it swallow what falsehood they have stated. All these, you know, Shia, Sunni, Wahhabi, Ahmadi, what they are doing, they are giving you falsehood. And if you open the Quranic research center, even one research center, and let it should work freely, it will swallow all their falsehood. Quran is a powerful debate book. What they are saying about praying, about Jummah, about Nakah, about khutbah, about supplication, about Hajj, Umrah, it will be swallowed. They are all falsehood. Use the Quran, the verses of the Quran. The Quranic verses will swallow the falsehood we have. 99% the Islam we have now, it is against the Quran. The lawgiver said, hold it with strength and determination about serpent, and we will bring it back from the cruel dynastical system to the Quranic well-being system. It means this reflects that it was before under the Quranic tradition, but they revolted and they made their own dynastical system, just like Saudi Arabia. It was established by American, CIA, British, France. They are working for them. Kala khuz ha wala takhaf sanajidha siratuha ula. Allah said, seize it and fear not. We shall return it to once to its former condition. Which condition? He, Allah said, hold it with strength and determination. Allah means that person who gives the laws. Another word Quran used up, that person who gives the society nourishment. Hold it with strength and determination. You should follow it. You should implement it. Do not worry. Do not be worried. We shall bring it back. Son, Eid. This is the same word Eid. For its original state, from the Pharaonic monarchy to the Quranic form of government, Sayyid al Ula will bring it in the original shape. We will finish this dynasty and their religious and their capitalism system. Provide your people refuge with kindness, like a hen provides tranquility to her chicks against the barbaric system. So what you should do? Make the arrangement, take care about the people because it's a cruel system. So provide them refuge, like a bird give its youngs. وعدم يداك إلى جناك تخرج بيضاء من غير سوء آيات أخرى. Look the translation. Now draw the hand close to the side. It, it shall come with white and shining without harm or stain. Another sign. So, and bring together this program with power and strength. وَأَدَامَهُمْ يَدَاكَ with power, Yadaka with reasoning, Yad, strong, right path. And provide tranquility, kindness, and refuge to your people like a bird or hen provides tranquility and kindness to her chicks by contracting or lowering its wings. Ila Janahaka. What a beautiful translation. This was the mission of Moses. Just like hen or bird, they provide their newly born chicks kindness, tranquility, put them under their wings, under their bodies, give them protection. This was the mission of Musa. Do you have any leader now who provide you safety, refuge, like the hen provide her chicks? No, they're all criminal. Present your program with intense white arguments like a spotless egg. Look, nature word Quran use. It's a all nature translation. It's a all nature. This is the beauty of the Quran. Whatever I have made my research, I am very much impressed, 100% impressed that the word Quran used, which is we are using in our daily in our society. This is the beauty of this book. Like spotless egg, tukhrij bayda. You know the egg, there is no spot. And the Arab, they don't have any word for egg, they use the word bad. Correct. So what Quran is saying, Musa, they are saying miracle, and Quran is saying that you go with argument, and your argument should be like a spotless egg, shining. تخرج بيضا. Present in your Quranic spotless, argument, free from unacceptable and corrupt action. من غير سوء. Musa, you should take care that corrupt action should not be done, or which is unacceptable to the humanity. This you should take care. Take care about your people, kindness, give them refuge, and give them tranquility like a hen give her chicks. This serves as an additional and further evidence of the certainty. So this is ayatan ukhra. This is another certainty, evidence you will give them. When they realize that He's providing us protection, safeguarding us, so this is another, evidence of certainty you are giving them. And further, the same thing, Quran again repeated 27:12. Assess the situation carefully and weld your power of argument like a mighty wind of an army. Okay, what a beautiful image. And look, وَادْخَلَ يَدَاكَ فِي جَيْبِكَ تُخْرِجْ بَيْضًا مِنْ غَيْرِ سُوءٍ في 9 آيات إلى فرعون وقومه إنهم كانوا قوما فاسقين. فسق. We are all fasiqeen. 57 Islamic country. We have created a chaos, disorder for our people, for poor people. Look the translation of Yusuf Ali or all this. Now put the hand into the bosom, and it will come forth white without stain or harm. These are among the 9 signs about will take Pharaoh and his people. So why 9? Why it is not 10? Why it is not 7? Why it is not 8? So this is the problem with the translation. It's a so great book, but we buried it and under the heavy sands of the heresy, wrong translation. Now the possible right translation and comprehend wadakhla, our sport. Wadkhal means enter, also it means understand. When you enter in any place, then you understand that. That is the reason I use comprehend, understand our sport. That we are on your back. You know it. This is the Quranic Foundation head, given the surety for your power and strength like the wing of an army. Yadaka, we are on your back, Yadaka, at the wing of army. To protect yourself or your surrounding Jebeka. It is not he put the hand in the pocket and it turned white. Jebeka in your surrounding. Give them the protection. Your people and all in their surrounding. Jeb is like this, as a surrounding. Proceed. Look, here tukhrij mean proceed. Here madkhala mean our sport, comprehend. With intense whiteness, argument as pure as a spotless egg to resolve the crisis. Oh, do we have any leader, Islamic world, who can come with a spotless argument to solve this problem? No. Intense whiteness, like the egg. There is no spot, black spot in the egg. Argument as pure as a spotless egg to resolve the crisis. The Musa, you will give the argument. This is your success. And they are saying it's a miracle. This is the conspiracy. Free from inappropriate action. Min ghair and soon. All our religious leaders or rulers or politicians, all they are doing the inappropriate things. Their activities inappropriate. Min ghair and soon. Musa, take care about that. No evil thing should happen over there. Everything should be in a decent way. Indeed, in this there are numerous signs or proofs. Tissa ayatul. Tissa does not mean ever 9. It means numeral, various. So what we are giving you will find a lot of evidence, innumerable evidence to support you. Proofs, ayat, sign, token, tissa. Also it means 9, but it also means numerous, several, for sure. He will understand a lot of things. And his people, he will understand the several innumerous proof for Pharaoh and his buddy. Truly they were they were people who had exceeded natural limits and spread corruption and disorder. إنهم كانوا قوما فاسقين. His people. Truly, إنهم كانوا قوما فاسقين. Truly, they were a people who had exceeded natural limits and spread corruption and disorder. All our religious leaders They're, they're corrupt, they're spreading disorder, they're spreading corruption. See their lecture, watch their lecture on the YouTube. They cross all the natural limits of the Quran. They don't feel shame what they are doing. They are big centers, Islamic centers. They have millions of reviewers, followers. What they're doing? They're all making facade, corruption, disorder. When you will satisfy the human mind, that person will come from the chaos, from the distraction to the peace, to the tranquility. They are not doing that. They are making them more confused. And further, Quranic tradition shall make with furor and present your argument, you will see that he will reflect upon it. Walaka asaka falamma raha tahtal ka'inna janun waliyun madabbaran walam yakabu ya Musa la takhfu inni la yakhafu ladayya al-muslimun. Look, the translation. Now do throw the rod, but when he see it moving of its own accord as it had been saying. So this is the translation. Here the Quran is talking, the Federation is giving the advice to Musa that you should be present your case, your mission with argument, shining argument, or like a spotless egg. And they're saying he becomes snake. What you will give the education to your coming generation? What they will think about us? And further, Quranic Federation said, hold a meeting with Pharaoh. First of all, no fighting. Discuss. Fighting is the last resort. Along with your team and cast down your staff, alak, asab, your argument, your Quranic staff, your Quranic argument, presenting, asaka, your reasoning. When he will reflect on it, فَلَمَّا رَاهَا, he will find himself in a state of agitation and unrest. It's not a snake moving. It will make a vibration in his mind, unrest. What he has in mind, your argument will vibrate his mind. Tatana, tahna, perceiving it as a great step. He would think this is very difficult. Musa will finish with. It's a symbolical. You know the snake when it bites. Symbolical, symbolical of a devilish or misguided leader, devoid of reason, unsound in intellect and lost in deep darkness. Ka'anna Jan, bereft of the reasoning. It will make vibration in his mind like a snake moving. So this is all about argument. It is not a snake. He will turn away, retreat, or flee from his responsibility and mission. You should inform him, realize him that what you are doing, you flee from your responsibility. You are not treating your people properly. This is the meaning of this Waliyul Madabbar. Dabar. Dabbar. Do not waver, remain steadfast. Handle your affairs wisely and persist with full strength to achieve good outcome. outcome. Yaqub, what is Yaqub? Yaqub, a cow, like a hawk, steadfast. Handle your affairs like a eagle, like a hawk, wisely and persist with full strength to achieve the good outcome. This is Alam Yaqub. O Musa, this is we are giving you this. Do not fear. La takhaf. This fear is the main problem. It causes distraction in your mind. And all our Islamic leaders, they have caused the fear of our, in the mind of our people, fear of hell, fear of God, fear of book, fear of, you are not believing in Allah. This is they have caused. And Quran is saying to Moses, don't afraid, don't worry. But truly, inni, there is no doubtness. Inni, truly, certainly, assuredly, my messenger and representative have nothing to fear in my presence. La yakhafu ladiyya al-mursalin. In the presence mean my presence, the Quran. You don't bother, you don't worry. And my messengers, they don't fear from any. They don't become the, you know, patient of fear or uncertainty, or their mind get distraction. And then 27, Illa man zalama summa badalla hasanan badi sum finally ghafurur rahim. And further, the Quranic tradition advised him, but whoever did any dislocation or move into the darkness from your people, if they do something wrong, your partner, Zulm, dislocate the thing from its original position, then replace it with a balance and beauty that overcome that deficiency. Advisory, this is wrong, this is right. After evilness, if something happened from your people during this mission, that evilness they do, Hassan, bring that beauty, overcome that deficiency. After evil, if something ever happened wrong. Fully, finally, give protection against the damages caused by your wrongdoing. This is the definition of the government. The government responsibility, what Quran is saying to Moses, that it is your responsibility to provide the protection to your poor people. Government is not here to suppress your liberty, freedom, or take from you property tax, or take, this democracy is an evil system. It's a stone system. So what does the Ghufra mean? Provide the protection to your people against economic, against injustice, against social, injustice, against any kind of injustice to the poor people, to the common. This is the meaning of Ghafur. It doesn't mean the Quran, the Allah will forgive you. Ghufra is a carpet you put in front of your door so that your home should be protected by the dust and provide a favorable environment for the growth and the development. Look, first of all, give them protection. basic right, give them the protection, speeches, liberal speeches, liberal thinking, writing, their basic necessity of life, and then also provide them the atmosphere, just like example in front of you, right after the pregnancy, in the mother womb, the baby get all kind of nourishment, gradual nourishment, and as well as emergency nourishment, intensive nourishment. Look, Rahim. So this is the truth. That is why the Quran says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Humanity should be happy, feel happiness, pleasantness, because this Quran is giving you, providing you favorable circumstances for your growth and development, just like in the mother womb, just like you put the seed in the earthworm, that lifeless seed become life. This is the purpose of the Quranic form of government. Look, now you compare. Do your 57 Islamic country doing that? I'm not talking about the European country. I'm talking to these people who are saying, oh, Islam is a peaceful religion. Religion. Oh, Islamic democracy, Pakistan. Or Mamlkat of Saudi Arabia. Where is the Quran? Because why they don't bring the Quran? Because the basic fundamental requirement of the government to provide the Ufra and Rahim. But they are taking all the resources for their family, for their party. Where are the poor people? This instruction had been given to Moses from the Quranic foundation. So when they realized that our proofs were visionary and undeniable, they had no answer. Instead of acknowledging the truth, they dismissed it as a false evidence. They realized that Musa is right. But, and these our Islamic or religious leader or political leader or ruler, they know the Quran is perfect, but they will not accept it. They will cheat you, giving you permission that you can offer the praying supplication without understanding single word of the Quran. Because God will become happy when you supplicate, or when He will give you paradise, or He will give you 72 hoods, dog-eyed hoods, virgin hoods. So they realize that what Musa is saying is right. When he reached them for the meeting, look, with our visionary proofs, ayatana mabasratun, mabasratun, visionary proof, ayatana, our visionary. They responded, they realized, good. This person is a nothing but skillful and eloquent in speech, turning falsehood into something that appears true and real. Haza Sarul Mabin. They know it. And this Islamic religion is Sarul Mabin. All over, this Islamic ruler or politician or the foreign affairs, they're every day saying Sarul Mabin. They give you all this, falsehood. So Musa said, no more. Pharaoh said, no. And his party said, it's a Sarun Nabi, he's a very good debater. He's a very good orator, speech maker. They said, we don't accept. Same thing happened in the Quran. On our YouTube channel, People come to me, it is now, now not so much, but in the beginning, people were, you know, shouting and using the bad word and insulting me. And I simply said to them, okay, this is my tribe. Bring the evidence. If you have better than this, I will accept it. So same thing over here. And this Quran is not Arabic language. They also call it Arabic. No, Araban, Traban. This is an eloquent, chaste and eloquent language. The right translation. This is not Arabic language. Then what happened? We sunk or mesmerized them in their own majesty. So whatever they have the system, Pharaoh was having the dynasty, he was in mesmerized in. So they did not listen and they were sunk. Means Moses replaced them. It does not mean that they were sunk in the sea. Look, so he resolved to remove from them most of the earth, but we did not drown him and all were with him. I don't know whether. So Pharaoh intended to uproot them from the flourishing and thriving land of the society. All the dictators are doing that. US has almost 800 bases, army bases all over the world to take all the resources. Same thing, all our rulers, they are doing the same thing. So Pharaoh intended to uproot them from their flourishing and thriving land. It was agricultural land. It was full of minerals. And Pharaoh wants to control all this. And these people are not the children of Bani Israel. They were the people, the leader, honorable leader who were fighting against this Pharaoh system, dynasty system. And they children of Israel. Israel is not an Arabic word. Its roots in the Quran. Bani is also Arabic word. Architecture or the framework of the party, the leaders who are the architecture, who are the fundamental stone of the party. It is not a Bani Israel, the children of Israel. But he tried to manipulate, but we caused his dynasty and all his companions to be overwhelmed within their own empire, or mesmerized, or ornamented. You know, the bride, when she wear all the jewelry, she is mesmerized in that, ornamented. It does not mean they will sink in the God sunk them into the sea, nothing like that. When any person, when he does not use his or her mind or reasoning, he has been sunk in this. He has been ornamented with motion, with his motion and their own gander. Not in the sea, for other economic found look all over, a person who has his philosophy and he thinks is right, he hasn't been immersed, mesmerized in that, ornamented. His mind is ornamented with that. So this is the meaning of asa. Now, if you have any question, we are not a mosque, we are not a shrine, we are not a Khana Kaaba, it's a Quran. And you have the right to ask me the question. If I'm anything said wrong, yes, please write down. This is the best, you have this basic right which Allah has given you. You are a sovereign personality. Your mind is sovereign. You can ask any question. Don't follow me, but use the reasoning, use the gift of God. Reasoning is a precious gift. So this is the meaning of asaf. It does not mean any snake or any person. This is the real. From the perspective of the Quran, you know. Again, if you have any question, please come back. Thank you very much.